Hey everyone, welcome back. Ever since I posted my video about cooking on my stainless steel pan, people have been sending me notes telling me I need to clean it. Well, I got enough people telling me I should give this bad boy a good scrub down, so I figured you all would want to see how I clean it. The chances are this pan is much dirtier than the ones you have in your house, so if this method works for me, it should definitely work for you. I started by bringing a mixture of 1 part white vinegar and 3 parts water to a boil. My goal was to use this to clean the inside, but as you'll see in a second, it didn't work quite as well as I'd hoped. Once the vinegar had boiled for around 5 minutes, I dumped the whole mixture, let the pan cool slightly, and I got suited up with some gloves. I gave the inside a scrub and realized the vinegar was not going to be the route for me. It just didn't get enough of the brown, crusty bits off, so I switched to soft soap and a bunch of elbow grease. I was a little cautious on scrubbing the inside of the pan too much as I didn't want to ruin the cooking surface, so that's going to do it for the inside for now. Besides, the outside of the pan needs it much more than the inside does. The real pan scrubbing starts here. If you're wondering how this pan got so dirty, my best friend and at the time roommate left this pan on our stove with oil in it for like 15 minutes. It smoked out our entire kitchen and left the pan completely blackened. I cleaned it as best as I could at the time and was able to use it continuously for the last few years. But that was rough. As I went, I noticed the soft soap really cut through the brown greasy bits on the outside, but wasn't doing anything for the intensely burned bits. I soon switched from the soft soap to something slightly stronger. This is Barkeepers Friend's Soft Cleanser. When I first cleaned the pan years ago, I used powdered Barkeepers Friend, and that worked enough to get the pan back into usable condition. The Barkeepers Friend worked beautifully here, so I stuck with it for the rest of the cleaning. At this point, it's well into the night and I need to get to bed. This turned out to be a much bigger undertaking than I envisioned. I was honestly a bit let down because I couldn't finish it in one sitting. I'll pick this project up tomorrow and see you on day 2. Alright, it's the second day of cleaning and I'm not here to play around. I've got my Barkeeper's Friend and another set of gloves. I swear, it may sound like it, but this video is not at all sponsored by Barkeeper's Friend. I wish it was. I continued scrubbing as much as I could, but it was time to bring out the big guns. This is 3000 grit WetorDry Sandpaper, perfect for a situation like this. I used it to scrub off as much of the burnt bits as I could, and it really made a massive difference. Even with the extra firepower, this was still a lot of work. If you're spending a bunch of time scrubbing, the smell of the cleanser can really start to get to you, so I ended up grabbing one of my cloth masks. You'll notice there are lots of little dents and scratches and little dots on this pan that are sort of filled with that black burnt bits. I could not clean those off, and those are probably just gonna live on this pan forever, and I honestly think I'm okay with it. Along with that, the handle is incredibly dirty. That is gonna get cleaned slightly, but I am not gonna worry too much about getting that perfect. It's just gonna have to be all right. When I felt good enough about the outside, it was time to switch back to the inside edge. There's a bit of burnt grime still stuck up there because there's this lip on the inside. I wish it was just straight like a regular skillet, but unfortunately it's not. The final stretch was just one last polish with the sandpaper and cleanser. I put enough work into this that I feel good calling it there. I feel so bad because I basically completely ruined this hand towel, but I think it's okay. I feel like it was worth it. And there you have it. This is my clean and finished pan. You can see there are definitely still some spots. The handle is dirty and not perfect, but overall I'm really, really happy with it. The inside edge still has a bit of dirt stuck to it, and I kind of think it always will. But again, I am so happy with the outcome of this. It really was so worth it. I mean, you saw it before. Look at that shine. I am so happy with this. So, if you've got a dirty pan, now's the time to clean it. I really can't thank you enough for being here. I have a lot of video ideas for 2021, so if you're interested in seeing more, go ahead and subscribe. Cheers!